What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Other Side of the Firewall podcast, where we talk about the latest and greatest in cybersecurity news, as well as we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who've made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall. My name is Ryan Williams, and as always, I'm joined by Shannon Times.
What's up? What's up?
And LeVon Maynard.
Welcome to the show.
What is going on? So welcome to the discussion episodes. So typically we do these on Wednesdays. Monday and Tuesday are our topics. So tune in for Monday, where we discuss a Google Authenticator scam that's currently going on. Tune in to Tuesday, where we talk about some HomeKit vulnerability that's out there. It's been out there since last August, and our take on it. And then obviously today is our discussion, and we will be discussing how the bromance between North Korea and Russia may be fading. So I thought it was a pretty interesting article. I might actually use that as a title. I got to figure out how to make that fit.
That was pretty good. I like that one.
Yeah. So basically, the article written in the Hacker News by Ravi, I cannot pronounce your last name, so I won't butcher it. We discussed it. We actually talked about his articles a lot in the past. So I definitely have a certain fondness for his material on the website. But the name of the article is "The North Korean Hackers Start New Year with Attacks on Russian Foreign Ministries." So like we discussed in previous episodes, typically you have your China, your North Korea, your Syria, and your Russia kind of don't necessarily attack one another, at least not at higher levels. And they usually work in concert with one another to perform attacks on, U.S. allies. So U.S., Israel, I'm sure Canada gets hit from time to time, people like that. And especially in the UK, they get hit by a lot of these vulnerabilities. But typically, I don't see articles showing them attacking each other. At least not to the level that is currently happening. So the article stated that a North Korean cyber espionage group called Konni, K-O-N-N-I, had targeted Russian Federation Ministry of Foreign Affairs through a phishing campaign where they stole credentials. And these were in concert with a new like COVID passport rollout. And they use these credentials to dig further into the ministry, steal data, things of that nature. So I myself have not read too many articles seeing them attack each other to this level. And I'm wondering, are things falling apart? Like, is it, every man for himself out there, since they typically do work in concert with one another. So I put that out to the group. Like, what are your feelings about this article?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I don't think, like you mentioned, I don't think I've really seen many articles or any articles in general talking about North Korea and Russia like attacking each other. But I imagine it probably does happen. Of course, you're probably not going to hear anything from North Korea talking about, oh, we got attacked by such and such, and vice versa. Yeah. Maybe even Russia probably won't even put it out in the ether, whatever you want to call it, that they're being attacked by so and so. Because I feel like, I don't know, I just assume Russia tried to stay low key and off the radar as far as like things that they're doing or things that they're dealing with, compared to like US. I think, I don't know, I just get the sense that we are a little bit more open about, and I know we have some policies within the US for letting people know about breaches and vulnerabilities that have affected like corporations, or especially if it involves the citizens that they've lost, like Social Security numbers, or we have an attack on the credit bureaus and things of that nature. But yeah, I'm curious like how Russia and North Korea and other places deal with reporting that information. So it's kind of interesting to see, these two kind of bigger names that we know of in the hacker community kind of go after each other. I might say I think I kind of like it. I mean, if I'm honest with you. like stop trying to attack us all the time. I like these hackers to hack each other or something, and to like kind of leave the U.S. alone for a little bit. So I don't mind it. This article is like okay with me at the moment. I don't. But no, I guess it's not good in general, because this is actually attacking a the health ministry, what they're actually doing some good things to try to take care of the population, especially with the COVID spread in Russia and all across the globe. So it's kind of attacking something that's doing good things for other people and trying to keep things like, I guess, the systems in place to protect people. So it's not good overall. But if if we can actually just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of good that potentially this would bring more global response to hackers and things of that nature, especially getting like ransomware. If like other countries are getting slammed, like we have been getting slammed the last couple of years at the very least that I've heard of, compared to these other countries, that maybe they bring some more attention to it and try to find ways to combat these hacker groups within North Korea and potentially Russia as well. So with that, what do you think about it, Shannon?
So I'm curious on this, right? So like so I don't know if you guys saw this, but like North Korea seems to claim that they have no COVID cases. Have you seen this? North Korea,
I haven't heard that.
They have never had any COVID cases in their country, right? So I'm curious if there's more to this, because their target was, it was like a vaccine registration program or something like that, right? Because Russia just recently mandated like kind of like I'm trying to remember who it was. They do like the Green Pass thing over in Europe, I think is what they call it, Green Pass or something along those lines, where you have to show that you're vaccinated and whatnot. Well, so it makes me think, I'm like, well, is this one of those things where like maybe North Korea is telling the world, no, we don't have any COVID cases, but people are probably like dying like crazy over there. And so they went to their pal Russia, right? And was like, hey, let me get some of that terrible vaccine that you guys have. It doesn't really work. You know what I'm saying? And maybe they told them no, and they're like, okay, well, we got something for you then, right? Like if you're going to do that, you know what I mean? And again, this is totally speculative, right? Like I don't know if that's the case or not, but it's just, it was an interesting choice for them to go after. But it could also be one of those things that's self-convenience, right? Because Russia just recently started doing this program where you have to have, it's a QR code or whatever it is to do this. So like it becomes an easy target. Maybe that's what they want to do. But it's to the point where North Korea always does what we call saber rattling, right? That's what they do. They whenever they want to start some stuff or try to pretend like they're bigger than what they are, they start doing stuff like this. Usually it's, firing off a missile or something like this. But this is this is their new warfare, right? Like this is a lot cheaper for them to do than to start firing off all these missiles that don't go anywhere and end up blowing up on their stands, right? But yeah, this is I don't know. I don't have a problem with it either because of who they are. You know what I mean? I hate to say that, but it's one of those things where it's like, okay, well, you do kind of deserve each other at this point. So
right. That's my initial thoughts as well. But it's like, then you kind of look at it like, okay, maybe they shouldn't be attacking. I mean, this is not like they're attacking other cyber hackers or something like that. They're attacking like, I don't know, ministries and stuff like that are government that are potentially doing good things, or doing things that are appropriate for the country. But at the same time, it's kind of like, man, finally, just to hear a story that North Korea or Russia is not attacking the U.S. It's like, oh, they're actually attacking like a something else that's not in America. Like, okay.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's why I found it pretty interesting. I was like, okay, that's something you don't read every day, and it's not more log4j or log4j, information. Something different. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how this goes from here on out, because maybe they'll retaliate, right? The next article will be Russia attacked something in North Korea.
Right. But we even hear about it, and North Korea might keep it hush hush.
Yeah. like what attack? No one has ever attacked us.
Yeah, we're invulnerable. Yeah, nothing.
Right. So yeah, something to look out for in the future. But definitely a different type of story going into 2022. So see what happens at the end of 2022, right? Like ransomware,
right?
But against their allies. So definitely continue to tune in throughout the week. Hopefully this Thursday I'll have an Ask Us SP. I'm still looking for someone to interview for the new year. So stay tuned for that. And then Friday we talk about everything else. So if you listen to the rundown, we talk about movies, games, books, things of that nature. So definitely hit up that episode as well. Hit up the website, www.theothersideofthefirewall.com. Get to our social medias. You can hit me up personally. I'm at RyRy Security Guy. That's RYRY Security Guy on Clubhouse, LinkedIn, Twitter, and TikTok. And you, LeVon?
Yes, sir. You can hit me up on the Twitters at LeVon Maynard.
There it is. Stay safe. Stay secure.
Take care.